I'm gonna ask the question that you hate, right?
All right.
No, I'm kidding. You're like, I'm over.
You ready for this fight?
Yeah. You ready? Are you ready for this?
Ready?
Like, I haven't been doing this for 10 weeks.
It seems as though that listening to you, you've been talking about how you have a left hook, Danny Garcia has a left hook, but this is the first fight where I've seen that in promotion you haven't really come off as confident. You know, it's almost like you look at it as it's really a 50-50 fight. How do you view that?
I'm about to knock him out, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
So you're going for the knockout?
Do I not go for the knockout? That's what y'all don't understand. First off, it's one time, all the time, KOs for life. All right? The model doesn't change. The philosophy doesn't change. The only thing is when a fighter starts showing me that it's not easy to get what I want, then I'm going to get the other portion of what I want, which is overall victory of the night. Okay? Did we not buckle Sean Porter? Was he not hurt several times in the fight? Okay, but for some reason, I don't know if it had to do with the car accident, the layoff, yada, yada, yada. When we connected with the one, we couldn't follow up. We did not shut him down. We did not put him out, okay? I promised myself if Garcia buckles the way that Porter buckled, we have to close it out, you know? But I mean, I'm just tired of the fucking shit talk, man. Fuck y'all. What do y'all want me to talk about? Don't y'all want to see the fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to fight. Nothing matters except for the fight. You know? I mean, I can give you a prediction. The fight will end within 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever. But then if it doesn't happen, then what? You know, Keith Thurman don't know what he's talking about. Danny was way more of a challenge than he's like. Tired of all y'all's reporting and all this other stuff, man. I'm a world-class fighter. No matter what happens, win, lose, draw, Keith one-time Thurman's a world-class fighter. Every single time I step in the ring, I give you world-class fights, okay? And I'm going to continue to do that to the day I retire, all right? But the thing is, I just have a new confidence, man, and some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. I talk about it a little, I don't talk about it a lot, but I'm spiritual, all right? And I've hit a certain place in my life now that I'm 28 years old. I've marinated in this world of boxing for a long time now. Okay, and I'm marinated in the world, and I've grown as a man inside and outside of the ring, okay? I do this for me. I don't do this for you. I do it for me. You help me because without you, there is no sport of boxing. It would just be reckless fighting. It would not be a career. I'm grateful of the career that I have. I'm grateful of the career that I've developed for myself. I strive for greatness each and every single time that I step into the ring. I have an O. I'm not afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, beat me. My mama used to beat me, and my daddy used to beat me. Can you beat me? That's what I want to know. That's why I signed these contracts. I love the sport of boxing. This is a sport. I look forward to each and every fight. And now I finally hit a point in my career where I'm getting the fights that I want. They talk about Danny Garcia has a tremendous resume. A lot of people fought certain people that I never fought. Guess what? Those fighters didn't want to fight me. Floyd Mayweather never wanted to fight me. Do y'all forget that when his daddy wants to talk about I was a made champion, I was the interim title holder for Mayweather? They elevated Mayweather to elevate me, to put him in position to where he never had to talk about me. He didn't have to take Keith Thurman as a mandated opponent. He got to do whatever he wanted to do. He got to wear what we call the political crown. I'm not mad at him, man. I'm not mad at that scenario. It was a little frustrating having to deal with it, but that's what happens in the sport of boxing from time to time. And Mayweather has dominated the industry since he stepped on the scene. He was an Olympian, yada, yada, yada. He fought for that political position. So it's not like it was undeserving, okay? It just was frustrating for one person because Danny fought Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi never wanted to fight me. I wanted to fight him at one point. He got beat by AB. We never talked about it ever again. Why? Because I was interested in fighting champions. I've always been interested in fighting champions, okay? I mean, I wanted to fight Sean Porter when he held the IBF before he fought Kell Brook. Kenny Porter had an article statement saying, we don't need to fight Keith Thurman right now. We can fight him when he gets his world title, and then we can fight each other for a unification bout. He loses his title, I get my title, and then we fight for my title. Do I say he needs to go back and get a title? No. It's a fight that I always wanted. It was a fight that I was happy to make happen. Saturday night is the same scenario. Happens to be in the same venue. So, I mean, like I said, man, I do this for me. I do it for the love of the sport. I do this because this is what I've always wanted to do as a child. I am successful. A loss does not take away my success. I am not fearful of losing. I'm not fearful of getting knocked out. I hold no fear. For Jesus said, fear no man that wants to harm your flesh. I am a warrior. I've always been a warrior, and I'm willing to die in that ring. I tell my family, if I was to die in that ring, don't you shed a tear. You understand? Y'all don't fully get who Keith Thurman is. I'm somebody who loves to fight. But outside of the fight, this is a sport called boxing. Boxing also is an art. I told a person a long time ago, if you watch Floyd Mayweather, it's like watching a ballerina. It's finessing his way to victory each and every time. And everybody knows it's not easy to be a ballerina. Okay? It's not easy. So, you know, I mean, first off, a man has to wear little tights and stuff. That's a little demeaning, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, what they put their bodies through is strenuous. To be an elite athlete is strenuous, okay? But I have a love for the sport. This is my life, man, and I love it each and every step of the way. I love the history of boxing. I've loved the history of boxing for a long time. I'm a huge fan of the history in the welterweight division, and it is my time right now, Saturday night, to leave my mark and to be a part of that tremendous history in the sport of boxing today.
Hi fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.